Hey guys, how's it going? So with the new Black Ops 7, we'll just go through all the settings, what you can chuck on, and we'll get you a bit better performance. So we'll just go through all these, and then if you want to pause it, so that way you can go through all the settings and stuff. So I set mine, most people do it to the full screen exclusive. I set it to borderless because mine just crashes and stuff when it's on exclusive. So I set it to borderless. I don't notice really much difference with it, to be honest, but borderless or exclusive, either one of those, perfectly fine. Then come down here, so we've got reflex on, eco mode, custom, VSyncs off, both of them, custom frame rates, optimal menu render resolution, and then we've got the other two off, and HDR definitely off. And then we'll go into quality. This is where you want to change most of the stuff here. So we have it on custom. Dynamic resolution is off. I set it to 100% because I'm playing on 1440p. So that'll be whatever your monitor is, set it to 100%. Upscaling, I've got Fidelity CAS. It's on 70. You can crank this if you want, so you can have it up to 100 if you like. Either one. That's fine. Then we've got DLSS off, FSR3 off, ray tracing off. Your scale target 70. It really depends what kind of graphics card you got, how much VRAM you have. 70 should be fine for most anyway. The rate shading on, and then we'll just scroll through all these ones as well. So we've got very low, low, off. You can change some of these a bit higher, so you'll get a little bit less frames, but the game will look nicer. So I'll play around with this, and then I might do an updated section of it as well, just to go over the bits that I changed, just so the game looks a little bit better. But at least, you know, you might drop from, say, 250 to 220 or 250 to 230, but then the game looks better. So it's sort of, you know, what do you want to prefer? So we've got very low, low, off, low, very low, off, off. I'll put the bullet impacts back on, actually. And then we got low, texture streaming optimized. You can pick how much cache that you want it to use as well. So you want it to have a decent cache for it to work more effectively. So it just depends how much storage you have on your device. Low with streaming quality, video quality on low as well. And we'll just go through all these as well. It's basically you turn everything off pretty much just to get better frames. So we go through all those on there. And apply, go view, field of view, 120 affected. We can have wide and wide. That all looks good. All our motion blur definitely turn off. Then we can have all these. I don't think we really worry about any of that stuff. That all looks fine. We can do all that. We can go to our, what's the other one? Controller settings. So I play on controller, so I can quickly go through these ones as well. I've got mine at 1.3, 1.35. Again, personal preference. Some people have it a lot higher, which is fine. Turn your vibration off. Dead zones, I usually change them lower. So you can have it as close to 1 as you can. Again, depends on the controller. So test it out, make sure you set it to what yours is. You can go low as 1. I usually set it pretty low anyway. Left stick max, 70 to 80, around there. All the rest is all fine. Sensitivity, I usually leave everything as default. ADS, I drop it to about 0.8, 0.85, 0.9 maybe. Again, personal preference, some people have it around there, as long as it's lower than 1. The only other thing is in here, the movement, tack sprint assist I have on, all the other stuff off. Again, personal preference with corner slicing. Some people have it on, off, up to you. Slice dive behavior, I'll put it back onto hybrid. You do have a whole bunch of options there you can pick from. Again, personal preference. All the others are all basically the defaults, which is fine. And then our combat settings, I don't think I changed much. Just make sure you got all your plates, apply all. And the rest is all basically all defaults, which is cool. And then we can go to our interface. In here, you can turn your introduction movie off, so you don't have to keep watching that all the time. Your telemetry, so your stuff at the top here, you can turn that on. I usually have FPS counter on, server latency, packet loss, and then I have the GPU and CPU times enabled as well. So we can go less. That's all good. Readability, color customization is the other one I play around with. So I set this to custom, filter to, filter target as both. And then I changed these to 100, 100. And then I had, where was the other one? Yeah, that's okay. So with these ones, you can pick whatever colors that you like. I've changed a couple of these around, but what you mainly want to go to is when you go into the color, customize it, and then crank up the saturation and the brightness so it's a much bigger and brighter color on your map. So whatever colors you want to pick whatever you like. You can customize however you want to. Just make sure you throw your brightness and saturation all the way up, so that way they stand out a lot more on your map. Pick whatever colors you want. I just change them so they're all different ones, so they're a bit brighter and will stand out a bit more. All the rest is all good. And then we got the HUD. You can change it if you want from the standard one to the Ethereum one. So if you want to change it so it looks a little bit different, feel free. I'm going to see what it's like, if it looks nice or not. You have all those layouts again as well if you want to change any of them. I'm just leaving it mine on the standard one because I didn't really like the other stuff. All the rest should be fine as defaults. You can play around with them. Again, depends personal preference, but all the other stuff is on. You can play around with your crosshairs if you want. You can change your crosshair color as well. I usually change it to a bright light blue, like a neon blue. You know, goes with the brand as well as it stands out a bit more on the map, which is also nice. All the other stuff, all defaults, anything motion related, motion blur, any of that crap, you turn it all off anyway. So turn it off manually. These things, I just leave it, so don't worry about it. That's pretty much all I really change. The audio, I usually just turn all the music stuff off so you can hear the main stuff you want to hear. If you've got loudness EQ or you've got Arts Audio, make sure you change it in here. Windows default instead as well. I've just got on Treyarch Mix. I don't really play around with it too much anyway. And all the other stuff is off. Mute licensed music I'll put on because I'm streaming. And the other stuff is all good. Cool. That's pretty much all I usually change. So I'll play around with it anyway just to see how everything goes. If there's any other changes that I need to make. But that's pretty much what I was getting. And I was getting 250, 280 or so. Like in the benchmark, I think it was skyrocketing pretty high. So give that a try as like a baseline, and then if you need to adjust settings for your system, go from there. But if you do have any questions, feel free, chuck them in the comments, let me know, and I'll do my best to help you out. Cool, have a good one.